Okay.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I like this.
Cool.
Yes, and the answer is yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
We're
like
just
it.
going to throw it out there and piss some people off.
I like it. It's my favorite time of the day.
Yeah.
I love pissing people off.
And welcome to episode 137 of Ripping the Rack podcast.
Are you sure?
I'm your host.
Wasn't it 137 last time?
I don't know. It's 130 something.
In the words of Harry Doyle, 130. It doesn't matter. Nobody's listening anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. No, I think it's 137. I think.
I don't know. I'm going to look right now.
He's my favorite fictional sports announcer. Is Harry Doyle.
Oh, it is 137. Look at you go. I'm so proud of you, Tim.
Just look at me go. Just look at
old man on the ball.
Hey, he took his Prevagen today.
Oh.
No, I'm just tired.
Take a little blue pill for Angie later.
Oh, Tim we're probably going to be sponsored by Blue Chew here pretty soon.
I don't need the blue pill.
We're giving him far too much credit.
You keep telling yourself that, Tim.
Yeah. Okay, this conversation is yeah. So I'm your host, Tim.
Yeah.
With me today is Calvin and Brian. You figure out which one is which.
We're here.
We are here.
I like one of them. I won't tell you which one is which.
Oh,
we'll let you guess.
I lose again.
You like me? That's so cute. I
lose again. I lose at everything. Cowboys can't win. Tim. Duke can't beat North Carolina.
Oh my God, that was the how. Okay, I'm a basketball fan. Actually, I'm a sports fan. I like sports. If you are playing your biggest rival, Red Sox, Yankees, Bruins, Montreal, Toronto,
Hey, we won the other night. Go Leafs. Suck it, Angela.
How do you come out so flat, like almost to a point, and you're playing in your home gym?
I mean this in the nicest way possible, but I don't know if John Schreier could fire up a garbage dump fire. Like, I think him talking might put out the flames.
I mean, I want to like him.
He's a really good X's and O's coach. Really good. He doesn't have that. Like, it only took Coach K to stand up for the team to go, oh, we better start playing better. Coach stood up.
It irritates me.
Yeah.
I'm a Duke fan, and when you play your rival and that's how you come out after you just got smoked by them like a week or two ago.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, North Carolina's good. Don't get me wrong. They are good.
But you came out flatter than Oklahoma, the state, not the team.
Are we all Duke fans? That's pretty cool.
We are.
Oh, are we?
We agree
I'm a Duke fan. I love Duke.
Nice.
I've been a Duke fan since I was born.
And I will say I did watch yesterday the Iowa-Nebraska women's SEC the Big 12 championship game.
Oh, did you watch the Brawl for All later?
I did, actually. I watched all sports. Angie left me yesterday for the night.
Oh, I'm glad you added for the night. This is going to get real dark real quick.
She had a early morning appointment in Portland, and she didn't want to drive down in the morning, so she went down and spent the night and left me home alone. So I watched sports from noon o'clock on.
Tim, I just sent us something that we can make fun of later.
Just sent us something.
Yeah, it's going in our group. It's uploading right now. We can make fun of it later. Let's go into some stuff. Okay. Canada. You can look at it while we're
all right. So Calvin's going. Okay, so Calvin, go ahead. Talk.
Well, he always leaves it off.
I'm going to talk about Canada. I honestly don't know what the heck has been going on the last 2 weeks because, me, I don't really pay attention much. But I know the East Coast Classic that was gone on in member 2. It went this couple weekends ago or past weekend. The winners were Sterling and the Lefties. Second place was Wide Open Installs. Third was Unbelievable Lanes. Fourth was Sydney Landscaping. And the fifth was J One Stop. Top averages, Freddie Toffelmeyer was 123. Josh George was 119. Billy Gillis was 118. G. Duguay was 116, better than his brother. Sterling Trites 116. Trevor Stinson 116. So good bowling, guys. Fun tournament. It looked like everybody looked like they had a lot of fun. Lots of smiles and laughs going, and lots of good pictures that were posted.
Freddie is the Toffelmeyer with the stash, correct?
The redhead.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, the one who doesn't pile a whole bunch of shrooms in his mouth.
That's a story for another time.
Yeah, that's stories for another time. Upcoming, there are a couple upcoming tournaments, so everybody get ready for that. So the next podcast we'll have lots to talk about.
Well, the next podcast is pretty much going to be about the Easter Classic. So,
is that? Oh my God, it is.
Yeah, that's the Monday before the Easter Classic. So, the next one, and I'm trying to get a special guest for that
the
show.
Easter Bunny?
Huh?
The Easter Bunny?
We're gonna have the Easter Bunny on. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, I got my Easter Bunny costume that I from Christmas Story. I could wear that.
You don't need to ruin it for everybody.
No,
okay.
I am working on a guest.
Cool.
And Nico, I can't share that post to Candlepin Chat. So if you want to share our post to Candlepin Chat, that would be awesome that we're live. So
yeah, just to finish it off before we talk about other stuff, Battle of the Sexes is this weekend at Avon Valley Lanes. I don't know if they've got a sign up. This weekend also is the Trevor Smith Memorial. That is full with 24 teams. I believe Justin Jones is going to do the division draw on Thursday, if not Tuesday. I don't know when he's planning on doing it. He thought about it this weekend. So he's going to do that. Next weekend is the Earl McCulley. I believe we did a quick count. There's 64 or 66 people signed up. Handicap singles, 100% based on your average, that the committee is going to accept. I believe it's your league average. If not, they'll use the 560 average, whichever, and 100% handicap on that based off 125 average. So if you have 100, you get 25 pins. If you're 99, you get 26, et cetera, et cetera. So all the way to, I think, 85 is the lowest they give for an average, I think is what it is. So that, and then the Bunny, Mason, and Friends at Heather Lanes is the 23rd and 24th. So sign up for that as well. And then the Good Friday singles at Heather Lanes just before Easter. So if you did that last year, I know there was a lot of people signed up who didn't get down to the Easter Classic. So if you want to sign up for that again, get in touch with Heather Lanes or Laurel, and you get signed up there. That's Canada. The Bruins still getting smoked?
It's 3-1 now.
Oh,
hey, we scored! Yay! No bagels.
Was it Marchand?
It does not look to be Marchand.
Marchand.
I'm struggling. I tell you what, the day after daylight savings time, I am
man.
Listen, there are two
right
groups
now.
who do not give a shit about daylight savings time. Young kids and animals. They don't care.
Man,
you're not wrong.
The day was brutal. It was a long day. I was stuck at work, and people were crazy. And Boychuk.
It was Boychuk.
Yeah, I got that. I can read.
You can?
I can. It's amazing, really.
Brian's favorite bowler is in the chat tonight.
Nico? Oh.
No. Jeff Surratt.
Oh,
no longer me. I'm not bowling anymore.
Jeff Papa?
So it's got to be Jeff.
He's a lot like you. That's why we.
I'm not allowed to say anything about Jeff anymore. I get yelled at.
Well, that's because you're rude.
I'm not rude. I'm just honest. There's nothing rude about being honest.
Let's see. We are a short couple weeks away from Easter Classic. That's the big one coming up.
It's full. Did you see that?
No,
I mean, it's full. Yes,
technically it's full, and
I
I pray that it is, because having 102 people with a wait list for this is phenomenal.
Like it used to be.
They've never been full.
No, never had a full.
Even back in the day, they were. No,
never been a full.
No. So, folks, please get your payments into Lexi.
Pay your money.
Pay your money.
Pay your money. I believe I'm going to go down for the day for a while to watch.
Yay.
I've never been, so I told Angie that I'd like to get down there.
I believe I'm going to make an appearance.
They're challenging the goal, according to Nico. Nico, I don't. You're from Missouri. You don't. That doesn't count.
Oh, he's probably a Blues fan.
And here comes the results. The results are in. The Zebras
are not the goal.
The Zebras are talking about it. They are still talking about it.
All right, let's get back.
All right, come on. Yeah.
Hold on. You just calm down. I got to find out if this is a goal. No goal.
Surratt says no goal. Yeah. Suck it, Boston. Go St. Louis.
Wow.
Wow, not okay, man. Not okay.
That's not okay.
You just said you weren't rude. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be on Twitch next week because we're going to get kicked off of YouTube.
Suck it, Boston.
Oh, my God. You know what, Jeff? I got to admit, I don't know why either, because I'm watching the game and that did not look offsides to me. But
Angela, Montreal sucks too. So
yeah, they do.
Go
Montreal. Leaf. Well, look, when you wear a toilet bowl seat as your emblem, you're gonna suck anyway. So
you're gonna be shitty.
What's up, Hunter?
Yep. Let's see. You've got Josh Daly is running a doubles 10 stringer at Ryan's Family Amusement in Millis. Saturday, April 13th. Cost per team is $200, $100 per person. Teams can be made up of men, women, or mixed. No average cap, capping it at 20 teams, but no average cap. Scratch event. And by the looks of things, it looks like they're doing 2 shifts. And the first looks pretty full to me with a wait list. So that's a good little thing going on there.
Sweet.
Millis is I really wished I was still bowling, because I've only bowled at Millis twice, and I really liked bowling there. Like that, they just.
I wish we could get down there. How many lanes?
20, I think.
Oh, think we could knock the Worlds down to 20 lanes?
That's a whole show's worth of discussion.
We've had that. It's
sounds like we're looking for a new place. So
I've heard rumors, and we're not going to talk about it because I don't know. 22 lanes at Millis.
Oh,
you have room for 2 more.
Yeah, can we
add 2 more?
Can we add 2 lanes?
Oh my God, the Worlds at Millis would be phenomenal. Like,
right?
You would see. It would remind me of bowling back like in the 90s when I first started bowling the Worlds. Like
the first year that I went to the Worlds in 2005, there were 600-700s in throwing the first shift of the knockout.
It was.
You get 1 now, maybe 2.
Maybe. I mean, the last 700 I threw in the World Singles was at Lakeside, and there were three of us, I think. But no, I don't know. I really enjoyed bowling at Millis. Pinfall's great. People are, everybody but Danny's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, Danny can be hit or miss at times.
I mean, the TikTok ladies are from there. How much cooler can you get?
There's famous people.
We love the TikTok ladies. They're awesome. Nico, we have no warm-up lanes at a lot of places we bowl now with 24.
You throw 6 balls. Not 2 boxes, just 6 balls.
6 balls. So anyway, that's it. That's it, Millis.
Which is better than when you got nothing.
Which
is better when you got nothing. The old days in Bangor when it was just come in.
Yep. You could warm up before you started bowling, and that was it.
But if it was the 3rd string and you hadn't thrown a ball in 2 strings, get on in there, champ.
Yep. Let's see. You've got the Pro Series. Is this coming weekend at Alley? Sorry, Danny. We love you too. Just kidding.
JKLOL.
JKLOL. LMAO. Let's see. We've got the squirrel. I've had wicked squirrel moments today. Speaking of that, it just it was a mostly office day for me. So being stuck here in this.
Don't you guys have a kitty in the office?
I have 4.
Oh no, I thought you meant the work office, because I know didn't you guys get an office kitty?
No, that's a office strike. He likes to come around and get close to people.
So it's the office cat.
Yeah. So back to what I was saying, we got the Pro Series this weekend. That is at Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston, Mass. That is singles knockout. They were looking for some noon o'clock bowlers, I believe. Or they were either looking for 2 and were good on noon, or they were looking for noon and good on 2. I don't know. Squirrel.
They had asked if any of the 2 p.m. bowlers would like to bowl at noon. Is what I believe I saw in the post.
That'll never happen.
There were more, but I can't find them on Candlepin chat because my Facebook was being really wonky before we started. So
many posts on Candlepin chat. We need to open up like a separate tournament chat.
Oh, yes.
Chat.
Yeah.
Because the tournaments just get lost in the shuffle.
Well, I think that do the women still have their Women of Candlepin Bowling thingy that they had, the Facebook thing?
I'm not a woman, so I'm not sure.
Right. We wouldn't know.
You act like it sometimes. That's why I was asking.
Girl, please. Don't you go there.
Okay, 1747. We're gonna cut that and make that into a clip. Write that timestamp down.
Yeah, let's go. We can start doing the.
Danny, do you usually blame me? No.
Yeah, blame Tim. Why not?
It's kind of an easy thing to do if something goes wrong. You just blame Tim. Okay.
Aww.
Move along with your day.
I would say Hunter by the fact that this show for the first 18 minutes and 19 seconds has been off the rails. I'd say we've suffered from lack of sleep for that losing the hour. That was the hour I was going to go to the gym too this year. So
this year,
a couple of shout outs. And I am totally going to butcher this last name, and my complete apologies to John Dumais. My time. Dumais. Dumais.
Yeah, Duma.
Okay. Congrats to John for bowling his new high single in the NBA handicap roll-off at Cape Ann Lanes. He threw a solid
Cape Ann?
Huh?
Good old Cape Ann Lanes.
Cape Ann?
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
I do. Yeah, the World Series was Cape Ann.
It was Cape Ann.
Oh my God, that's right, Cape Ann.
And I didn't know. I was like, what was that? They said Cape Ann. I'm like, oh, okay, Cape Ann, whatever, cool.
Yeah. Again, solid 182 string. Congratulations, John.
Great string.
We had Michael Fabrizio Smith through his high single of a 177 this week. Nice job. Do we want to talk about Josh Daly?
No.
I think he needs to ask Cheech how to throw that last strike. So
oh my God. Tell me Cheech did not win the interwebs with Snapchat yesterday.
It was so good. It was very good.
I'm
impressed.
That was my fave. I actually, for those that don't, I actually had to screenshot that and snap that out as being the winner of the interwebs.
It was very good. I was impressed with it. I gave him an LOL.
It was good. We'll get back to his one. We'll get back to his 199. There's actually something even better. There's a bowler in Maine. I believe she's in southern part of the state. I think she.
It was hilarious.
I think she's going to be okay at this game if she stays with it. She's got a chance to do some pretty good things. Her name's Amanda Carroll.
Never heard of her.
They had
where's she from?
Well, she's from the southern part of the state. I think she lives in the Gray area, which is about 30 minutes north of Portland, somewhere in that area.
Okay.
I think
she got some like chicken wing thing she does.
I think she bowls out a big 20. She does, yeah. She had another big day at Newport Entertainment Center in Newport, Maine. So she broke her own 3-string state record with a 455. Her previous record was 454. She tied her high 5 state record of 703, and she ended up the day with a 1307. And if you ask her, she was really unhappy with it because she told me she was not happy because she had she had a couple of not Amanda-like strings in there. But her strings, she started out, she went actually. No, okay. I was going to try to share it, but my computer's being funky tonight. She started out, she went 164, 155, 136, 145, 103 for her 703. And then she went 102, 144, 127, 138, and she finished with a 93 for a 1307.
Wow. That's impressive.
She had, again, another...
Tim, you're not supposed to read. Tim, did the Bruins score?
No.
Oh, the Blues did those 4-0.
Oh no! Come on!
I'm tapping out. I'm bringing the lefty.
This whole sleep thing's really got Tim.
Oh my God! I can't. No. Okay. We're not going to. Oh my God. Anyway, so yes, Amanda had a phenomenal day. She loves bowling in Newport anyway. I think that's where she had all of her records before, was from Newport. So,
and her and Brooke, I think, set the doubles.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah. Anyone that hasn't bowled in Newport, it's an interesting house for all synthetic lanes, including synthetic approaches. Man, those pins fly.
They move around a lot.
They move. They done be moving.
I wish I could bowl out of a place where the pins fly.
So anyway, congratulations, Amanda. Great bowling.
Great bowling. It's amazing bowling, Amanda.
I consider myself lucky in the fact that I've been able to bowl with her quite a bit, and I've won with her. She's fun to win with. She's fun to bowl with. Just such a good teammate to bowl with. So
I wouldn't know.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm not good enough for her.
No, you're not.
She only likes good bowlers like Freshie.
Well, let's not go that far. Let's not go there. So I guess we should talk about Josh. Let's talk Josh Daly.
Oh God, why?
Because
Why?
I want to make fun of him for
Okay.
his string.
Okay, I'm back. Let's
Okay.
make fun of him.
All right, let me pull up his string.
He did have a great 199.
It was
Let's
a fantastic 199. I will absolutely give him credit for the 199. That's, I mean,
I don't know.
I've got
he
3 of
missed
them.
He missed a 9-pin break in the 7th box.
Craig Hobook's got a few 199s.
Yeah, it's a lefty thing.
Yeah.
Lefties
I don't know. I've got 3 of them.
You're not a lefty?
I have 188, and that's it.
But anyway,
I have 2 of them now.
I would like to know, Josh, if you're still listening and you haven't punched the screen yet, because
he's listening. Don't worry.
I'd like to know what pin you missed for the 9-pin drop in the 7th box.
Wait. Before you post it, let's guess.
Okay.
I like this.
Hold on.
I want to guess. No.
No.
Daly, you're such an idiot. God, why do you ruin things?
That's why we can't have nice things.
You do. Too late. We were talking about.
I was going to say 4-pin. I was really going to say 4-pin.
I was going to say 10-pin.
I was going to say 5-pin. I was going to say he fucking missed the 5-pin gold, but
so
he ruined it.
He did, but he did have a triple strike, 999. I mean, he really could have had a monster string if you really look at it.
He had 2 opens, didn't he?
Strike in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 9-pin drop in the 6th, 7th, double strike in the 10th with another 9-pin drop on it. I mean, look, to throw a 199 or higher, I mean, you really you're not lucking into those for the most part.
No, you're smashing the head pin for sure.
You are. So congratulations, Josh, on your new high single. Truly, your new high single. You can say that without even joking around.
The legit true high singles.
So let's let me share see if I can share my screen, yo.
A yo?
Screeny yo.
We gotta get Tim some sleep.
I know. He's having a hard time.
I am having a hard time. And let's watch the is this the 11th and 12th box?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that was ripped. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was wow.
Oh my god. I hadn't watched that.
Oh yeah.
Let's watch that again. That was
trust me, the next one's just as good.
Holy shnikes.
I think that one that's left on the didn't know what to do.
Yeah, the next one's just as good, and it leaves a pin, so it's impressive.
I'm guessing he's waiting for that one ball because he probably threw all the strikes to that one ball.
Yeah, because it's a wiener thing. I hate that.
No, Nico, he's not proving that speed is more important.
No.
Although, you know.
There's a difference between speed and accuracy.
Oh, that was ripped
speed
too.
Being a chucker.
Oh yeah.
This is speed with accuracy. And then there's being a chucker.
Both of them were ripped, and the last one should have been a strike, but it was crazy.
Wow. That was that. I hadn't seen that. That was friggin' ripped. Wow. Nice string, Josh. He's got a chance to get to 200, I think.
He'll probably throw one.
Maybe.
I think he'll throw a 500 before he throws a 200.
That's honestly.
You think so?
Yeah. I think he throws a couple of good 180s with 130 or something in there before he gets
he sandwiches some 80, 30, 80.
Yeah.
I don't know. So the only reason I'm going to say is speed important is I'm actually going to. Brian has seen this. Hold on. I'm going to show. This was a strike I threw in the Worlds a few years ago. And this is why I don't find speed to be important as much as I find accuracy. Because I think we all know that I do not throw, when I was bowling, I did not throw the hardest ball out there. I'm on the right, being blocked by Quincy.
And for everyone that doesn't know, that's Halifax Fairlands.
Oh, it was.
I mean,
so
even in slow
good.
motion, that was. And I got like 3 inches off the ground there.
You jumped.
I'll have you know.
I know.
What?
I'm so sad.
I love that bowling alley.
No. Such a good bowling alley.
Man, didn't some people hate those poles? The big
Yeah.
pin poles.
So many. And a lot of people smacked their hand off it a lot. So
Yes.
there was a lot of smacking with it.
Yes. So the Patriots are signing Jacoby Brissett. All right.
Yeah,
then.
they are.
Okay.
I see in a report that Jones is going to an AFC South team for
He's
like
going Jacksonville.
Yeah,
like
they're trading him to Jackson. They're trading him to Jacksonville for a 6th-round pick.
You can go back up Trevor Lawrence.
And it looks like Kirk Cousins is signing a 4-year deal with Atlanta.
Interesting.
Saquon Barkley went to the Eagles.
Yep.
Jacob Jones, or is it Jacob Jones?
Jacoby
Jones.
Jacoby, or no? Yeah,
No.
from the Raiders. He's now a Green Bay Packer.
Yeah. What else we got? We got
Cowboys didn't do shit.
Cowboys
we talked about that. We done.
They're going to pay shitty.
Did we talk about the
boatload of money.
State of Maine 1710 ripping the rack? NASCAR 5,000, 560.
Yep,
we got 5,000.
We got the NASCAR pod. We got the NASCAR.
We have lots of sponsors. State of Maine ripping the rack. 1710 drywall concepts.
Yeah,
560.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they'll have some more sponsors in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming up the end of April.
20th? What 20?
Folks, get your money in still. Waiting on a bunch of people to pay. That would be cool if you got your deposits in. And so that's coming up.
Let's get some rosters. We'll see who people bowling with.
There's bowlers. There's going to be some bowlers.
Well, I'm not going to make 35 posts like Fuller does. I'm not that type of Brian. I'll just ask people to put their rosters up.
Okay, so speaking of rosters in the worlds, there definitely will have to be a roster thing coming up here probably in June, because there have been a ton of changes already this year down in America.
Yeah, we've got a few changes here too. So
yeah,
not a lot, but we've got a few. There's people who have gone multiple places.
Yeah, we had.
Wait, they can bowl for multiple teams?
Oh yeah,
they're gonna be tired.
We had some. I know of a couple of teams that have kind of blown up, and some that have blew up half the team and brought in half. The team.
World's team blow up? No,
really?
You don't say. Go on. I did get blow up walking out of the bowling alley.
I did get my ICBA poster finally framed. It's kind of fun. Had a couple of questions for the group. So Nico,
a lot of us really don't like each other.
Honestly, so a lot of
we have petty disagreements that blow teams up.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me when I'm telling lies.
Well, here's 2 teams that have blown up.
Yeah. It happens when you get a bunch of people who think they need to be bowling anchor, and then when they're not bowling and they lose, they get all cranky about it, and then they start bitching it all the time. It happens.
It does. So, I will say that people move more often now than they did back in the day.
For sure.
Back in the day, you would get teams that would stay together for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, if not even more.
Well, I mean, look at McLaughlin's and look at, I mean, even A+. Like, they have a few changes here and there, but it's the same 4 or 5 guys who have gone every year.
Yeah, I mean, those are, to me, if you've got the same 5 or 6 guys and you're only got 1 or 2, that to me isn't really change. I mean, it is, but it's not.
Right.
Chris Merrill says, hashtag main event, hashtag prices. I disagree 100%.
Tattoo.
I disagree 100% with that, Nico. That's not the reason why.
No.
Capping the Ross is not why people.
Not at all.
No.
And not everyone bitches about not bowling. I went one year and didn't bowl a fucking string. Didn't care.
The capping teams at 8 bowlers would be the only way to save the tournament if we were losing teams.
Right.
Because there's a lot of teams that have 10, 11 bowlers, and those 10, 11 bowlers could make another.
Well, you can't have 11, but it is capped at 10.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And and still be competitive. Like you could take 2 bowlers from every one of those teams, put them together, and still have a competitive team.
And I could use an example, Academy. I mean, they won with 9, I think they had.
Yeah, but Cheech never touched the lanes. And
that's not counting Cheech.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there are teams out there that have won with 9 or 10 bowlers.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of capping it just because it does limit the amount of people in the bowling alley. It does limit, I do understand some teams going up with 10, it does reduce costs, and cost is a factor. It's when you're looking at, say, $200 a person to bowl.
Yep.
And $600 for the week for a hotel.
Yep.
I mean, that's $800 right there just for.
It's $1,000 with food and drinks, pretty much, and that's if you're not a big drinker.
Yeah.
And then when you win the tournament, you only get like $800 back. So
you're not doing it.
I don't bowl it for the money. I want my name on that thing.
I was going to say I mean, the money's nice. Yeah, it's nice to make money. It's nice to get some money back. But I never bowled for the money so much as I bowled for the title.
Mm-hmm.
But did I, want to win? Sure. Split to $10,000. If you were, when we won, we only had 6 of us, so it was a nice little, with some extra money, we got just about $2,000 each, roughly.
It was a fun casino night, right, Tim?
Had a good time. Let's see. So Wayne Petty, our friend Wayne from Chelsea, Michigan, he brought this up last podcast, and I asked him to email it to us. Who should go? Right. Yeah, who should next go into the Hall of Fame in the category service to the game? My quick answer is you can make an argument for a lot of different people. I would argue someone like Scott Moore does a lot. I would argue, you take some of your longtime bowling proprietors that have given back, the DeBoros, Rob Ficara of Exeter Lanes.
BJ, he's got a few years to go, but
I mean, absolutely what he's doing for the game up in Canada.
I don't know if there's an age requirement for contributions to the game.
There is not. But you take a look at like what Caitlin Finn, and she does a lot of the behind the scenes stuff at Millis. And you take a look at what she's done with the Outrun the Bear and what she's done for Millis itself. Her and Carrie Ann with the TikTok, TikTok ladies, Candlepin Bowling, things like that. I'm not saying that they should be in the next one because I think they need some more time to really solidify. But if they stay with the game and things like that, I could see, Caitlin, I could see Carrie Ann, I could see, maybe it's Danny. I don't know, but I could see the Finns down there for what they've done with everything going on at Millis. Up here in Maine, I could see, you take a look at Rusty Neely. and what he's done at Stars and Strikes and the things that he's tried to do up here in Maine, with the game itself. I can't really speak for Canada just because I don't know.
Yeah. There's lots of people who have, Laurel at the Heather Lanes, and then you think Barry Wood over at Fairlanes, like they've done a lot to put tournaments on and stuff like that to help out like a lot of the people who've run the businesses a long time. So stuff like that, people like that.
It's a great question. And then you can even take it one step further and you look at the Pro Series. You look at Dave Barber, who's not obviously just he's a great bowler, and he's on my short list for the Hall of Fame for competitive ability when he gets to that age. But you look at category service to the game and what he's trying to do to grow the game. And I know he's not the only one with the Pro Series. I hope people don't, you have Nate Lees, you have, Freshie, you have a bunch of people, Allie, you've got a bunch of people that are really trying to do that.
I think it should be a lot of the people that run that Candlepin for Kids stuff too back in the day and kept the youth going.
I'll throw in
Martin Darros is one of those guys.
Yeah. You throw in Lexi at Lita, and look at the tournaments that she's running. Look at what she's trying to do to help. Yes, she's trying to grow her business, but she's trying to grow the game. It's no different than what the DeBurros are doing with Academy Lanes. They do a phenomenal job at Academy, but they're trying to grow the game. So it's a great question. There's really a lot of people, and I don't know.
Speaking of, Tim, real quick, growing the game, a lot of bowling centers now are advertising their Kids Bowl for Free summer program. Sign your kids up for that. I think it's 3 free strings a week, I think.
I am listening, Brian. I was just looking back. I was looking back on the service and sport contribution to see if they had multiple award winners or if it was only one person. I agree, Josh. I mentioned Rob. Rob does a ton for the game, and again, not just for his alley, but for the game itself. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Exeter is hosting the New Hampshire State tournaments, if I'm not mistaken.
I do believe so, yes.
So great question. Let's see. We also had a question. Where'd it go?
Which way did it go, George?
Oh my God, I X'd out of it.
Oh wow.
Well, so the question was posed on Candlepin chat, and then someone sent it to me asking us to talk about it, and it was kind of funny. Was how often do you wash your balls? And I was like, well, that's kind of personal. Usually every day when I'm in the shower, but then I realized that they were talking about Candlepin bowling, and I never washed my bowling balls. I wipe them down when I bowl, but I never.
No, never wash them ever.
Nope. Corey Smith did once because he lost a bet to me, so he had to wash my balls.
That was
I will do mine usually probably once a season and probably once before a tournament. And I usually just stick them in the top rack of the dishwasher, empty dishwasher. Works great.
I don't know. I just never felt the need to.
Hollywood Hulk Hoagie's in chat.
Yes, he is. Calvin, do you wash? Do you wash?
I usually do like once a month.
Maybe that's why he's good. Maybe I should do it more often.
Any particular reason? Did you have a reason for that?
Probably grip.
To get better grip on my ball.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually
because you snap yours a lot, so you need a good grip.
I When I start bowl bad, it's because I'm losing my grip on the ball.
See, I wipe my ball down before I throw the first ball, and that was always good enough for me. Again, for me.
Well, that and you do the little hand thing.
I do. I do that. I blow into my
your hands.
Yeah, and Chris Merrill does his once a week with warm water and a magic eraser. Chris, how's that working for you right now?
As long as he doesn't throw it the 3-pin. What? Did I say that out loud? Sorry.
I really thought you said you weren't rude.
That was supposed to be an inner thought. It came out. I'm sorry. Don't worry, Chris. In like a month, you don't have to be anchor. Don't worry about it.
Why? What happens in a month?
I was gonna put him anchor.
The 560 grabada babada.
Oh, that's right. He took my spot on the team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Heel Calvin. Yeah, you're right. He comes out every once in a while.
You do have the hood up. You got the X's on your hands. You can sit cross-legged.
Best in the world. I should be wearing my shirt. Yeah, I'll be coaching you all right. You're not gonna be coaching anything. You'll be there.
Bruin scored, by the way.
No way.
If it's not you, Kristen, we got to drag Tim out of retirement.
I am not. I am. That's a big old negative.
I knew it was bad the last time you subbed when Angie asked me if you fell down. She messaged me the next day. She goes, "Did he fall or something?" I'm like, "No," because she just couldn't move.
Nope. I am. Unless they can physically fix my back, I will not pick up another bowling ball except for to move it from someplace within my house to another spot in my house.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I'm good. Good. Even though I have some regrets, but
you should have no regrets.
I do. I've got a couple.
You got a couple of regrets?
I've got a couple of regrets. I wished Surratt and I had this conversation recently about Easter, and I wished I'd bowled it when I was good and in my prime, because I would have liked to have seen if I could have won that. I'd like to think I would have had a shot. So
I think you would have too, Timmy.
Thank you.
I can agree on that.
What do we got for questions? Hold on one sec. I hate computers.
Man, you're getting that age, aren't you?
No, I've been on.
Yeah, you are. No, you're getting that age where it's the computer's fault.
It's not the computer's fault. It's the fact that it's the computer's fault.
Right. That's what it is. It's the computer's fault.
It is. So
we have more questions.
Nico wants to know if Calvin will win the Easter tournament.
I'm definitely gonna try, Nico. That is for sure. If Tim wants to be my coach for the day, I probably would.
I mean, I'll be there. I'm 75% sure I will be there for a while. That's the plan.
And then you'll have to go get dinner, and we'll get on a date snap. Kind of nervous, and then
I'm going by myself. So,
thanks, Dick.
You told me you weren't going.
I didn't know if I could. I hadn't figured it out yet, but I guess you're going by yourself now. So
the offer is extended to our coastal.
Oh no, that's fine. You can go by yourself.
Okay, cool. You told me you weren't going to go, so you just.
I said I didn't know if I would be able to.
Okay, so if you go, then I'll do an on a date kind of nervous snap. If not, I'll do this and say on a date kind of nervous.
You wouldn't be nervous. That's normal.
Okay, I'll use this hand on a date kind of nervous.
Don't get ring chased.
Yeah, Brian, you are still invited. I thought you couldn't go. So
I don't know if I can. I got to see if the bunny hops the house soon enough.
Okay. All right.
You have a 5-year-old, Tim. He's very excited about that bunny.
Okay.
All right. We got 10 minutes left. Let's do the requested of the requested.
Nikes, yeah. God, I forgot about that. Thank you.
I was going to ask before we went live, are we doing both or just the one? Because, I mean, I'm good with either way. I haven't seen very much women's bowling, but I could think of 5 women off the top of my head who I'd probably put up there anyways.
So what are we going to do? Top 5 or top 10?
Oh, top 5. I don't think I
have
could
time
think
for
of
top
top 10. Good Lord.
For men, women?
Men and
Top
women,
5?
sure. Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go. Question before we start, technicality.
Yes.
Are we allowed to use 2 people as one person? I'll explain when I do my top 5.
If you're talking about your multiple personality,
no,
sure.
No. Well, I'll do it when I'll go first, and then you can tell me my technicality.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna put somebody else in there, that will depend on if I can use those 2 people as one person. Got it? Good. Okay.
No, but
so because I don't remember the last time we ever did these things. So
oh my God, it's been
at least a year because
over a year.
I don't think we did them up to Easter.
And this might be the last one we do for another year or two because we do one and then people bitch. So
I don't really care what people say. So number 1, since again it's been a year, I hate the words that are coming out of my mouth. Tim Douglas. I will put him number 1. He's won the Easter. He's won 2 or 3 Pro Series, I believe. Dude's just bowling well. I think he's bowling really well in the Friday night leagues. I haven't seen much of it, but I know the team is bowling-ish well. So number 1 would be Tim Douglas. Number 2 would be Blake Doucette. Blake Doucette for winning the World Singles, and winning the World's Team Tournament as well, part of that team as well. And regardless if it's a team tournament, you still have to be part of the team and be bowling well to help the team win. So Blake Doucette would be my number 2. Number 3, 4, we'll find out, would be Jeff Lapierre and Mark Webber. So if we want to do it, I can use them as a team because they're doing the doubles. If not,
that makes sense now. It makes more sense now.
It makes more sense because technically they themselves are winning, and both, and I believe they're pretty close to 4-4, if not like 5-3 for Mark Webber of carrying the team. So the fact that they've been winning constantly, I think I'm gonna use them as a 3. I'm gonna use them as a 3 for the
use them as a 3. Use them as a 3-4, and you can intertwine whichever one you want. It's still a singles ranking.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, I'll give it the 3-4. And then 5th, I'll toot my own horn, and I'll put me 5th. Second at the Easter Classic, second at the singles. Oh, the dog's starting to bark. Okay, I think he's done. So yeah, second at the Easter, second at the singles. I was high average at the 560. I was high average at another tournament in Nova Scotia. High average at another.
Angie.
Hi, Angie. My favorite time of the night. I get to say hi to Angie.
Laundry time?
Laundry. So I'm going to put myself 5th. So that would be my top 5. Top 5 women? Or do we want to just go men and then we go women after?
Let's do men and then we'll do women after.
Okay. That's my top 5 men then.
Brian?
I will go with... I'm going to go with Timmy Douglas, number 1. I do like that he's bowling really good. He has won a bunch of Pro Series. I'll give him that. 2, I'm actually going to go with Calvin because you have had the 560 high average and been bowling really, really fucking good. And you had a 200, so good job. 3, I will go with like.
Hold that thought, Brian. Sorry. Josh Daly, did you hear that? Calvin has a 200.
This year.
this year.
in the last like 4 months.
just wanted to share that. Okay, sorry, Brian. Who did you have
Oh.
number 3?
So at 3, it was Mr. Daly. I was going to put him at 3.
Just below a guy who's got a 200. I get it. I like it.
4, I'm going to go with Blake Doucette. And then 5 is a real hard toss-up, but I got to put Weber in there. He's bowling like an animal.
So I did mine a little bit different in the fact that we hadn't done this for a while. So I didn't necessarily look at who'd won what. To me, it was more the eye test along with winning and bowling in general. Number 1, I had Justin Waters. What he's done in the last year to 2 years, year and a half or so, the way he's been bowling and everything else. I just think right now he's arguably, and you can argue any of these, 5 guys, your 5, Calvin's 5, whatever, is being in any way, shape, or form. So I got Justin Waters number 1. Number 2, I have Tim Douglas for all the reasons you guys have said. Number 3, I have, God, this makes me want to throw up a little bit in my mouth, Calvin Locke. Number 4, so because Josh Daly just said that, I am now moving him out of my top 5.
It's a good call.
Yeah, no, I got Josh at number 4, and number 5, I have Blake Doucette, because of what he did in the last, 6 to 8 months. And you can argue again. You can argue those. You can argue, Calvin's, and there's probably 10 guys right now that you could argue being in the top 5. So noticeably absent would be Brian Fuller Jr.,
Nate
LeBlanc, Corey Smith, Jeff Surratt, Dave Barber, all sorts of people that could be there.
For sure.
Women, top 5. Calvin.
I kicked off the last one.
Okay, Brian. Just because I don't have my 5 listed yet, that I'm. And I don't want to go with recency bias either. Like,
that's the hard part right now, because I will justify this by saying that you're both very, very, very good. I'm putting Jill number 1 because she has bowled really well, very consistently over the last year. Amanda, she's really good. We only get to see her a few times. She bowls 1 league, not that many tournaments here in Maine. It's a lot of the once a months and stuff. So I'll go Jill, Amanda, Tasha at 3. She just had a 400 a couple weeks ago, I do believe. I'll go with Narissa at 4 because she's bowling really, really, really good right now, from what I saw at the 560. And at 5, I'll go with Steph Miller.
I know my 5's gonna my 5's gonna be Tim's 4. I think.
I am shocked you left one person out of your top 5.
Okay.
And that's okay. Again, it's your top 5. It's just surprising to me. That's all.
Yeah, I think I know who it is too. Go ahead, Tim.
We're basing this on the last year, correct? Roughly,
Sure.
give or take.
We don't know.
I'm struggling to put this in the order. I wrote down names, and then I'm like, shit, what order do I put them in? I have Maddie at 1. I have Jill at 2. I have Amanda at 3. I have Tasha at 4. And the 5th one is one I'm struggling with, because there's like 5 or 6 that could go there, and I just am struggling to put. But I actually went with Glennis.
Ooh, yeah.
Because of what the year that she had TV, I almost went with Sonia Johnson, because she just had a phenomenal year on the Candlepins for Cancer stuff. I had Shannon Scribner up there because she's had a phenomenal year and she had a great pro series. It just was really tough to pick. Melissa Sinton was on there, but I know she struggled this year, or she struggled in the mixed, I think it was mixed worlds or something. I can't remember. There was she had some struggles.
She still bowled well, but she definitely had her struggles where she wanted to wanted to come out. But yeah.
It's hard. And I got to be honest, not having a female on kind of this panel, it's really hard because I don't watch enough.
Man, you went hard R in there.
Huh?
You didn't say had, you said hard.
I'm gonna have to listen to that. It's hard. That's how I say hard. It's hard.
Sometimes.
Hard.
Just
don't say hard. Either way, it's very difficult to come up with a top 5 when, just like the men, there's at least 10 women that you could argue being
absolutely up. For sure.
So it's just difficult.
Yeah.
And if I were a recency bias, I'd put Amanda number 1, and I'd put Jill number 2, and Maddie number 3, or Maddie Tasha number 3, and Maddie number 4. If I did recency bias, but if I'm just looking at the last year, that's kind of what I'm going to do right there. Maddie, Jill, Amanda, Tasha, and I don't think I picked the 5th just because I can't make up my mind.
Yeah, you picked Glennis.
Glennis, yes, thank you.
Not a problem. I got your back, man. My top 5 would be. I don't want to be biased either. My top 5 would be Amanda, Jill. 3rd would be Maddie. 4th would be Tasha, and 5th would be Shannon Scribner. Shannon bowled well at the Can-Ams. She bowled well. Didn't she just bowl the Pro Series and had a 630 or something like that she threw, or 650 or something like that? So bowling really well over the past year. So Shannon would be my 5th. Don't need to explain the rest. We've all talked about the rest. So.
Oh, I know. It's I remembered why I don't like doing the power rankings.
Who cares, Tim? Stop worried about crap. You just have to pick 5 people.
I'm not worried about it as much as it's hard to come up with the 5. That's all.
You could base it off stuff.
I could. All right. We're going to wrap up. So that's our power rankings.
You don't like it? Suck it.
We might do one again sometime in the next 6 to 12 months. Maybe. Who knows?
Kitty cat.
Oh yeah, you see the whiskers.
Yeah.
Say hi. Say hi, Tito.
Hi, Tito.
Tito has thumbs.
Tito is trying to get to my brownie I have over here.
Nice.
So anyway, folks, as usual, we do appreciate you guys sticking with us, watching. We will have our Easter preview in 2 weeks. Still trying to get I've got an idea for a special guest. I have already reached out, so we will see. And as usual, you can send your questions, your comments, send us your own personal, power rankings to rippingtherackpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter/X at Ripping the Rack Podcast. You can find Brian on Big Booty Brian on OnlyFans.
Big Booty Brian.
And Brian, how about the disclaimer and then where else they can hear us?
Well, Tim, the views and expressions of Ripping the Rack Podcast are those of Tim, Brian, and Calvin. The power rankings are simply just for fun. Please do not get upset. If you do get upset, I'm sorry, kind of. And you can find us on Anchor, Breaker, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and anywhere else you listen to your podcast.
All right. folks, have a good couple of weeks. Enjoy your lack of 1 hour of whatever. And Bruins are only down 5-1 now. So
darn.
Celtics at 10 tonight. So thank you.
Celtics are going to lose tonight. Is that what you said?
Peace out.